How's it going, Twitch? If you're watching this live, welcome to my Twitch. If you are watching a past broadcast on YouTube, welcome to my channel. And today I am actually going to create a new world in creative mode, and I'm gonna set up some fun stuff and do some creation in creative, because that's how we do. And I know I'm actually a little bit early today, which is incredible. But yeah, sorry I've missed the past few days streaming that I've been scheduled to stream. I have not been feeling too hot, and I just needed a couple days off. I think I need to start taking Sundays off as well as Wednesdays, because Sunday's a pretty dead day anyway, so not probably the worst thing. Got my chat bar up and running. Got my game up and going. So yeah, if you love what you see, don't forget to pledge on Patreon, patreon.com/Evedel. That's my name, Eve, Y-V-E-S, Eve. The S is silent. You can find me on pretty much any platform under Evedel, except for Facebook, where I'm at facebook.com/Evedel Gaming. Links for Discord and Patreon in my info section on Twitch. There's also information about how to join my game if you're interested in playing with me. If you do subscribe here on Twitch, you do get first tier Patreon benefits, as well as access to Subscriber Saturdays, which is going to be the last Saturday of this month. I'll be playing, I was planning on Fortnite, but I'm thinking actually it'll be Minecraft. So we'll see what the majority vote is when the time comes. So I'm going to get started here and rename this. And this one thing I still have not done is gotten my chat link replaced, which I really need to do. Hi, Third, I'm alive! Welcome to the stream! I'm feeling better. Oh, thanks. I love my lipstick. I had like the world's most aggressive 3-day migraine. It was so bad yesterday that I actually just literally slept all day and did nothing else. I haven't felt like that in a long time. I don't know if it was because of something that I ate or if I was dehydrated or just time of the month or what, but I'm feeling better now, so thank you. Thank you for asking. I even put on a full face today, so that's how you know I'm feeling better. So I am looking for suggestions for what to name this world. Sounds like a good day sleeping all day. You know, it sounds like a great day, except that I felt like poo-poo all day long. I woke up, I think I finished out Rick and Morty, because I was just like staring at the TV, kind of absorbing. And I ate a little bit. I think I ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And then I passed out for maybe like 4 hours. Got up, drank an ice cold Coca-Cola, which helped a little bit for like an hour. And then the headache was back. It felt like a bee stung me on my head. And the top of my head still kind of feels like that. I don't know. Maybe I got like a sunburn. I don't know. But whatever it was, it's over. Today I felt totally normal. I even got some editing done. So maybe I'll name this world Inner Space. Did Lothmore take care of you? Lothmore did take care of me. He brought me medicine and water. He made me eat. He got me French fries. Wendy's French fries, which are the bomb. He didn't get me any sauce for him, though. So shame on you, Lothmore. Why isn't... There we go. Relationship goals. We definitely are a relationship goals kind of couple. I muted this TV. Why is the TV not muted? I don't need that kind of echo. Yeah, turn the volume off. I'll leave a bowl of water next to the bed. She probably won't die. That's more... Oh, I'm still a flamingo. I let the girl I nanny set a skin. Let's see what we got. Oh, I could do Egyptian. I'm doing an Egyptian theme today, so why not? See if there are any that are free. Nope, too bad. I feel like leaving a bowl of water next to the bed is like my level of like how I take care of people. Could be an aardvark or a hyena. Eesh. Fungi creature. I'm just a real fun guy. Oh, I'll be a red panda. Why not? Okay. Wow, I spawned pretty high. I am in creative mode, right? I thought I was. Oh no, I put it on survival. There we go. Anything new? Not really. I'm just really trying to feel better. I've been babysitting. I took the 8-year-old I watch and the 9-year-old I watch to like the mall and the nail salon and stuff on Tuesday. And I have never been so bone tired, especially with a headache. It was something else. But they had a really good time. They loved it. Alright, we got water, mountains. I know I want to dig. But I want like a relatively flat place to start where I won't dig into mountain or mine. So this might be a good place. Fix my green screen. Where? Was it right here? Because if you're looking at this, that's... Is that what you're seeing? I'm like sitting over my arm. Is it good? All fixed? All better? And a lawnmower. Unsuccessfully vegetarian? Okay, fixed. Perfect. What does unsuccessfully vegetarian mean? Like you had some cereal for breakfast and then bacon with lunch? Tell me about your meals. I was actually thinking about that yesterday when you were talking about like berries and melons and stuff. What am I doing? Actually, I could just be doing this. Hey, bub. How's it going, yo? Thanks for stopping by, my friend. And yes, I am in creative mode. I'm doing it. I built a house for the girl I nanny yesterday, and I was having so much fun just like throwing stuff up and not having to worry about anything. I was like, man, this is what I should be doing. That's when I first started playing Minecraft, I only ever played in creative mode. Butt ton of Overwatch. I guess it is kind of Overwatch season. No! Dang it. I'm gonna build a huge castle, and I'm gonna build a dungeon, and I think I'm gonna put prisoners in there. Put some prisoners in the dungeon. Oh, so that happened to me for some reason it was easy for me to remember not to eat meat. It was eating other stuff that was a problem. Like, cheese. Cheese is a really hard one for me to remember. Because I love cheese. But it gives me such a bad tummy ache. Especially now, my Lothmore's mom made like guacamole, and she didn't tell me she put sour cream in it, and so I ate some, and it made me so sick. A normal dungeon or anything more exotic? You know, I had not considered making it exotic, but that could be a fun twist. This is not quite that kind of stream yet. Maybe when I start playing Tomb Raider, because I'll be setting my 18 up settings anyway. I've never been a big meat eater. I've always been like super into vegetables. Dang it. I love my vegetables. I don't like fruit that much, although since going vegan, I've liked fruit a lot more. I've been eating a lot more fruites. But I think it's mostly because most desserts that I would normally eat are like dairy based. So now when I want something sweet, I'm like, well, no cake, no cookies, no ice cream. I guess I'll have a banana or whatever. Even just like regular old chocolate is hard to find without milk in it. 3 towers, ramparts, a throne room, and a dungeon. It will have all that and more. Yes, Oreos are vegan, and for that I am eternally, eternally grateful. And I like soy milk, so I dip my Oreos in my soy milk and I am good. I think this needs to be wider. Well, we could start with a tower here. So, I'll make a big old tower here. But what material should I use? Because I can just go crazy. Kill yourself if you had to be vegan. I hear either that or, man, I wish I had that kind of self-control. Like, those are the two responses that I get. Should I use stone or cobblestone for the tower? Or stone bricks? Clear my land using dynamite, then fill it in. Ooh, obsidian. There we go. Well, I don't want to blow a big hole in the landscape. I feel like dynamite would make more mess than it would clean up. Because you find like a relatively flat area. I'm trying to cut it out just because I thought it would be fun and challenging. No, it's definitely a challenge when you first get started. I've gotten, obviously, like, built all the habits at this point. I will every once in a while, like, order something at a restaurant and forget to say, like, oh, without cheese or something. I never order anything that's got meat in it, but sometimes I'll order dishes that... So, like, I always order stuff that would be vegetarian. Hard but fun castle building is one out of a mountain. Whew. Blow up a circle and fill it with lava. Ooh, I could have a lava moat. I have a moat full of lava. I don't know if I have the ability to create a castle out of a mountain. I don't know if I have that capability. A moat with a waterfall of lava. Heck yeah, now we're talking. That's the stuff. I have no idea how long I just made that. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't even do that like that. Should have counted. I'll do another layer. It's 14. I'll do 15. Oops. Dang it. Stupid. Just imagine the castle in it and start. Maybe I'll do another castle that I connect it to. Out of the mountain. What am I looking for? I'll do a magenta bed. The only thing that sucks is I cannot, you can't turn off the day-night cycle on PlayStation. Been loving the Nintendo Switch. You beat Mario in one sitting? That's incredible. And I've heard a lot of good things about Stardew Valley. I heard that if you like Minecraft, games like Minecraft, you like Stardew Valley. Yes, I am going to build a subway system. Most definitely. Gotta have a subway system. That was actually a huge part of the appeal. I don't know why I'm counting here. Lophmore asked me what I was going to stream today, and I was like, I'm doing Minecraft. He said, what are you going to do? And I was like, I am going to do what Bub said. And he was like, you're going creative. I was like, yep. He literally will only play survival. Which I kind of get, but I love creative mode. It appeals to me. It's like, whenever I play The Sims, I always cheat too. Get to have a house rent-free. In Stardew Valley. That is pretty awesome, actually. But it's the same for Minecraft if you're in creative mode. You don't have to accomplish anything except for many, many hours of work put in. And I've seen some of the stuff that people build in this game, and it is ridiculous. Like, I saw a video, I remember when this game first came out, like, some kid used, like, redstone and stuff to make a calculator. Like, with redstone and levers. Oops. I guess that would probably be easier than trying to walk on it. I'm gonna make this enormous. I mean, this is just one tower. You're gonna be able to see this thing from freaking outer space. It's gonna be like the Great Wall. The Great Wall of Eveland. One of my really close online friends works on the market thing. What market thing? Like for Minecraft or like for Stardew Valley? I think a wolf ate a sheep. Even though I have this in peaceful. Minecraft market. Does he know Notch? Or she? He or she? Wobs! How are ya? You're sweaty from losing all that Minecraft? Hey, you carried them the best you could. You can only do so much for a team that sucks, am I right? Y'all, this is my buddy Womps. If you don't follow her, do. She plays Minecraft as well. And I forgot to give my shout out to Bub. Bub is also a good friend at this point. First person I followed, or not first person, but I found out one of the first people that I wound up following on Twitch. I've been following them for almost as long as I've been here. Oh, Womps is raiding! Trying to steal my castle! Thanks, girl. Bringing me your audiences. They do have close contact with Mojang. That's super cool, Third. I'm kind of jealous. Like, I want to have a friend on the inside at Minecraft. I think that's super cool. Oh, thanks, Womps! I decided to go with the bold lips. Do my bold look today. I'm wearing winged eyeliner too, and it's like, it's so great, but you can't even see it because of how far away I am. But check it out. Matching wings. Freehand, by the way. 100% me. Met 2 years ago on a survival server. Some of my best friends I know online. One of my mods here, Eclectic Author. She hasn't been on a lot lately because she hasn't been well either. But we met online in 2013, I think. And we have been like nigh inseparable since then. Oh, speak of the devil. Eclectic Author introduced me to Grim, who like totally spiced up my Discord, and we are now friends, and so I'm happy. How's it going, Grim? And yes, I am feeling better, Womps. Thank you. My brain has stopped trying to explode. I believe my body is going to allow me to live, to see another day. How are you, Grim? I haven't seen you in a minute because I haven't been here. Oh, too far. Too many. I think I forgot to announce my stream on Discord. Oopsie. I do be forgetful. Going good? Tired? What'd you do today? What did your Thursday consist of? And yeah, Third, it really is crazy, like, what kind of friends you can make online. Like, it's awesome. And I love it. This is big, but it's not like monumental. Oh, you got my back! Thanks, Womps! This girl holds me up. She supports me. Nothing coffee can't fix, that's right! Coffee is my boo. Oh, I did, but I did it like at the very beginning. So this is the first tower in what is going to be a monumentally huge castle. And I'm going to have a subway tunnel that leads me all the way like to every part of the island. So this is going to be like a huge undertaking. And I'll probably have to work on it a lot when I'm not streaming as well. But I'll try to do a bulk of it while I'm streaming. And when Jelly, if Jelly comes, when they get here, then I'm going to do a little bit of teeny bit of Ratchet and Clank. Oh, I needed that actually. Why did I knock that down? If they come. So this is my first tower, and I'm building it out of obsidian at the request of Bub the Stud. If you're not following Bub the Stud, go follow them. He's great. He does variety gaming like me, but like slightly different style stuff. And he's actually one of the reasons I'm trying to get that the VR system, because there's a Star Trek game for VR that I really want to play. Like, pretty bad. It looks fantastic. That's what that $12. I've gotten $12 for it so far. Oh, there was some kind of weird glitch. I don't know if y'all saw that. But it looked like a sheep was flying up out of my roof there. Oh, no coffee for Grim. Sad day for Grim. That is a tragedy. Tragedy. Although tea is pretty good. Ah! I broke the wrong block. Just building, building, building. You guys want to see me fall really far? Boom. I'm disappointed that it didn't make any sound. Third, I drink coffee because, yes, I am an addict, but I really like coffee. Like, I like coffee flavored everything. I like alcohol too, though, so maybe I just have a problem. I do like coffee ice cream. I like coffee flavored cookies. Like tiramisu is like one of my favorite desserts. I actually have not found any vegan tiramisu, so that is a quest for me. Someday. Coffee ice cream is Ultimate Bae. You are 100% correct. There is like nothing better than coffee ice cream. I've had a long 24 years of life on this planet, and I have yet to find anything that makes me as happy in my soul as coffee ice cream. Oh, dude, I can drink coffee cold, I can drink it hot, I can drink it black, I can drink it with sugar, with cream. There is very little coffee that I don't like. I like cheap coffee. I'm actually a little bit of a coffee snob, though. Like, I buy Starbucks, and that's what I have to brew at home. But Loftmore is the same way. He likes a lot of like milk and sugar in his coffee. And he only likes it cold, so like when I make coffee, I usually will put some in a jar and stick it in the fridge. And then that way, Because I get up before he does. And then that way by the time he gets up, it's nice and cold and he can pour it over ice. Some sugar and cream. But yeah, you guys will see me on Saturday. Like, I always have my coffee. It's the first thing I do when I get up is go make a pot of coffee. I wouldn't be probably alive today if it wasn't for coffee. I blame my mom. I think she started me on coffee at like a really young age. I feel like I was drinking coffee because I used to play baseball when I was a kid, and we would go to Starbucks like before games and practices and stuff. And I feel like if she didn't, then my grandma did get me something. Like every single time. So it was like almost every day. Don't like hot liquids, even soup. I, for the most part, am really big on cold food. Like, I like chilled everything. Even, like, leftover spaghetti and stuff, I like to have that cold. But coffee is definitely an exception. I mean, this looks ominous. This looks like the obelisk from 2001: A Space Odyssey, but, like, way huge. I'm gonna go down to the ground and see what it looks like. Run! You stupid panda. Just liquids. See, it's like, it's not as huge as I want it to be, though. Maybe I should stop, though. Don't fly too close to the sun, right? Oh, yes. Cold spaghetti and Italian bread. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. And I think for me, leftover spaghetti is more about just like how it has sat in the fridge, and so the noodles have really soaked up the sauce. And if you really think about it, spaghetti with bread is terrible because it's just like carbs and carbs and carbs. And like nothing that sticks, really. At least the way I eat it, because I don't eat meat in mine. I'll put like mushrooms and stuff in it. Y'all, I'm super stoked about this castle. Like, it's gonna be so crazy looking. Oh, go one block in. I like it. I will do that. I am going to cap it here, though, because I hate coned roofs from the inside. Don't ask me why. I don't have any, like, real reason for that. It's just a thing. Some kind of obsessive-compulsive thing that I cannot explain. Yeah, so, like, there. Well, but no, if I do that, I won't be able to create my, my castle-y look. So, like, I was gonna do... like this. Whoop! I have two in the middle here? Yeah, okay. Oh, I've done something incorrect here. It's so hard to count obsidian blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. Is that from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, my castle's not even! No, it was a good idea. I liked the idea third, but I forgot I had a shape in mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, rats. I didn't make it square. It's a rectangle. Nova. Hi. How are you? I'm gonna be nice instead of being a jerk. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's going to be a gap of 3 here. Or no, there's a gap of 3 there. What am I tripping on? It's a square. I was right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. I'm not crazy. Cool. Good working games and the girlfriend. How is Taco Hell? How are you enjoying that so far? Yeah, something glitched out over there again. I just saw it. Something's not right. You see that, like, one tree on the horizon there? Got a manager? Yeah, a good manager can make or break your workplace. Seriously. Like, that is all it takes for me, is the manager to be good or bad. No. Tad bit worried we're about to be getting bought. That's what happened to me at my last place. Of course, they decided not to keep me on, so I'm sure that's not reassuring. But I have not heard good things about them, so I'm not exactly upset about it, if we're being totally honest here. You know, it occurred to me that as much as I like the way this obsidian looks, there's not like an obsidian fence that I can use to make this extra pointy. Maybe it'll be fine just like this. I guess we're about to find out. So what exactly are you worried about, Nova? You think they're not going to keep you after they just hired you on full time? Alright, let's take a look at this from way far away. It's kind of creepy looking. Like ominous and dark against the sky. Feel like invisible at night. It's kind of cool. Cut pays. Yeah, sometimes that happens. with a corporate takeover, unfortunately. So now, I think I'm gonna go like, ooh, there's a cave around here. There's a cave around these parts. Like, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 in? Yeah, why not? Nah! Not like that. Unfortunate reality of the corporate life. That does suck, though. I hope that everything goes well. When do you find out about stuff? I wonder if I can get rid of all of the mobs. Oh, I can stop that from happening. And that. So I don't wind up with a bunch of crap in my inventory. So is Taco Bell a franchise then? I always thought it was a chain. Dang it. Hey Sax, how you doing? Welcome to my stream. I'm sure Womps has said nothing but bad things about me. I'm kidding, she's really sweet. The store you work at is corporate? So you're about to go franchise, okay. Ugh. Well, that sounds like a nightmare. Good luck. Maybe I'll come see you at work. Even though I'm pretty sure you guys don't have anything I can eat. All the rules, you can't even get access to the OK button. Is it really so long that you can't see all of it? I guess I really will have to make that shorter. Are you on mobile? I wonder if that's because, you know what, my views have gotten a lot lower since I put that huge thing of rules there. So maybe just like people not being able to even accept to get into chat. Doing Zoom Zoom. Ah yes, Angie. We love Angie. Angie is good to us. Ah, that's how. Well, thanks for hosting, Angie. I'm so gonna start calling you that, and it's great. And you're gonna love me for it. And it is Zach's fault. In the green screen, it looks like I'm in a car. Oh, like driving my little Minecraft mobile. I'm gonna watch that actually. Oh, that's cute. I never even have seen it, because I'm always watching what I'm doing. I'm never watching the screen. I should get Forza. Just play Forza with the green screen behind me. Be driving backwards. I'll get really good at driving backwards so it looks like you're seeing me from behind. Thanks for following. All right, let's see here. Oh, I totally missed your chat, Nova. You got ESO? I don't know what that is. What did I decide on? 3? 4. It was 4, I remember. It will go 30 this way. And it's okay that it comes down a little bit here. I won't fuss. Ooh, yes, I do need help with that, Womps. For sure. Because I really like the way your page looks. Oh, you're a graphic designer! Well, that explains it. That explains everything. Like how your page is the cutest. Okay, this tree is really throwing off my groove. Whoa! Did not mean to do that. Yes! What is doing Adele? What is Adele doing? What am I doing? I'm building a ginormous castle. I was actually doing it because I was inspired by Bub, but I haven't seen him in the chat for a minute. Oh my gosh. I don't even know how many times a day I reference Emperor's New Groove on accident. If you'd asked me, I probably would have forgotten where that even came from, to be honest. That was a staple in my house. And then when Kronk's New Groove came out, we watched that quite a bit, but not as much as the first one. It lacked some of the charm. It was really fun, though. Oh, jeez, I made this thing so huge. Back when shows were good. No, there was an Emperor's New Groove show that came out on the Disney Channel, but Kronk's New Groove was actually a movie that was kind of like the sequel to Emperor's New Groove. And it was actually really fun. Like, it was a really cute movie. My mom loved it. I'm sorry, but you've thrown off the Emperor's Groove. It is weird. Like, it's a weird movie, and I don't even remember the plot. But Kronk was always, like, one of my favorite characters. I think because my sister used to compare me to him all the time. Because I'm tall and kind of, like, ditzy. I'm 5'11", by the way, in case anyone's wondering. Which I know isn't, like, super tall, but it's tall enough that people are like, whoa, you're tall. And I'm like, oh, thanks. I didn't notice. Did you play basketball? No. Five two, we can never meet. All my friends are, like, under 5'5", so it's all good. I am a giant among woman. Put this down here. Just sleep on this wall. I think if I was for real sleeping here, I might have, like, fallen off in the night. Fall into my death. And then when Monsters vs. Aliens came out, it was Ginormica. I'm Ginormica. Yeah, Hob, you are one of my taller friends, actually. But you're a guy, so I don't know if I would say that counts. I have lots of guy friends who are taller than that, but all my female friends are 5'5" or under. The ones who aren't related to me, my sisters are my size. Womps can be my daughter. People would probably think that, because of my height, people always think I'm way older than I am. Which doesn't even make sense because there is an age where you stop growing. I don't think that works for PlayStation, Womps. Yeah, that's all the controls. Yeah, that's not it. Settings, game options. Yeah, I don't think so. No, it's okay. Everyone does it. I feel like whatever platform you're used to playing on, that's just what you assume everyone else is playing on. I do it all the time. Whee, this is going to be a very skinny castle, I just realized. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, really? You're hung up on a little flower? I don't remember how far out this went. Oh, about right here. Cool. So this tree is just all up in my business, and it's one of the really funky ones with the branches that go all over. A skinny legend, just like me. I'm JK. Yes, Hob, please do. We could play all sorts of everything together. Okay, this BS right here. I hate this. This is rude. This is a very rude way to tree. Yep, nope, and there's hidden branches. And if you don't knock all the branches down, then the leaves will just stay there forever. Can we have a model on Twitch? Oh, we have a model because I'm freakishly tall and skinny. I got it. Or my castle's a model. Also freakishly tall and skinny. Twinsies. They say you express your truest form in your art, and I think that's beautiful. Are there any more branches hiding out in here? Yep. I knew it. I knew there had to be at least one. Okay, I think that's it. Want to get a PS4 too? Hey, if y'all get PS4s, we can all play Minecraft together. Of course, I have it on PC, so you guys are both PC gamers. I guess I could probably play it on PC. You sold your PS4? Don't have world edit on that world? I don't know what that means. What would world edit enable me to do? Oops. Get out. I probably could have when I was creating the world. I am not on PC, no. You can build like a pro with that? With PC? Yeah. Well, I have the game on PC. I just don't really play it like that anymore. It's been a while. I tried to play a mini game. I think it was Bed Wars, actually. not that long ago with a friend, and I could not remember, like, how to do anything. I was very, very bad at Minecrafting, just in general. I think when you're setting up the world, I'm pretty sure you can choose, like, you have a lot more game options. I just didn't even think to knock out the trees. I wanted it to be a fairly natural environment. Just for fun. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how all that stuff works. When I was playing Minecraft on PC, it wasn't what it is now. It was very basic. And, like, there were servers, but there weren't, like, mini games like there are now. It was just, like, you could play online with other people. And, like, I remember David Hewlett and his son, David Hewlett's an actor. And I followed him on Twitter, so this, you know how long ago this was, because I was, like, super into Twitter. And, they would play, like, Minecraft, like, all day, every day. I remember seeing pictures of him and his son. His name was Sebastian. He called him Baz. And, they're like, Minecraft time, just all the time. World edits like Paint 3D and Minecraft. Ooh, that sounds awesome, actually. I'll have to play around with my PC version a little bit more. I got the updated version on this laptop. So, my counter is saying I have 0 viewers. But I know that to be inaccurate because there are people talking. So I wonder what the deal is with that. Yeah, it all says 0. You see 6? Yeah, mine says 0. It's lying to me. It's trying to kill my confidence. It's like, hey, Eve, nobody loves you. You see 0 now? What is that? 8 viewers. Yeah, okay. So we're all getting different numbers. So basically these viewer counts are totally nonsense. Very rude. Maybe it's Streamlabs. Maybe Streamlabs is having trouble keeping up. This is so dumb. Better not affect my average viewers. Getting your numbers by checking the chat room. That's not always accurate, I feel like. Also, I have a bot in the chat room. And I don't think that ever shows up as a viewer. But it will show up as like a mod. We're almost even here. And then I'm going to have to make another one of those monstrosities. What is a rampart, by the way? I knew for like a minute and then I forgot. You weren't counting the bot. Okay. Free server and an internet page? Ooh. Well, I have the game. But yeah, I guess if I had it set up like as an external server, you could be on there when I'm not online. So there is that. Okay. So now I need to do the roof here. And I'm not sure. Oh yeah, join my Discord! Do it! It's very quiet there. Not a lot happens. Grim is more, takes better care of my Discord than I do. She's usually a lot more active on here, but I think they're tired. if they're even still here. But yeah, Grim prettied it up a lot. Shadows Grim, one of my mods. Oh my gosh, this is literally the most time-consuming thing I've ever done in my entire life. I've never built anything this big in Minecraft, by the way. I've always been, like, way too chicken. So this will be fun. Oops. I won't smack you. I don't smack. Yeah! Join my Discord! I'm going to take this headset off because I don't really need the sounds because I'm in creative. And it's actually starting to like trigger that headache back up. So I'm just not going to hear anything. And that is okie dokie with me. Okay, so let's go over here. Ooh, maybe it needs to be taller, actually. No, because I'm going to build something to make it look fancy on top. Should be fine. Oh! Angie's a slapper. Very abusive. I can tell by the way she plays Minecraft. Hello, horse. Go away. I didn't have a reason for doing that, but I couldn't hear the cries, so it didn't affect me the way it normally would. Nah! I know! She thinks she can fly, too. She tries repeatedly. Well, I'm annoyed by all this foliage and the uneven ground. I'm not sure. I guess I'll just put in some ground. Ah! Not like that! Starting from here. Oh, she coming for you! You done did it now, son. Angie's gonna take you out. Is that right? I'm just gonna go here. Really? Now she has to slap you twice for being disrespectful. An Uber beat. Someone should start that, Uber Beats. You need a good beaten up? Call Uber Beats. We'll give you some black eyes and some concussions. But you gotta sign this. Uber Beats. You can that way you can get out of school. You can get out of jury duty. I'm sorry, I got beat up, so I actually can't. I'm biased. I have a conflict of interest. This tree takes forever to go away. Oh my goodness. Angie, you want to start a business? I know we just met, but I think we can make it work. Call it Uber Beats. Kids, stay on cool. No such thing as too cool for school. did this happen? Did I do this? Future millionaires or felons? Stay tuned for next week's Future Millionaires or Felons. No, okay, so what we do though is we make them sign a waiver saying they can't sue us for beating the poo-poo out of them. Out of my face, tree! It ain't about you. Yes, Sax. It's not all about you. Except this whole conversation actually is. So, what is the truth? Haha! Everybody should talk to me on Discord. That's the place where I actually am available outside of Twitch. Oh my gosh, I just had the weirdest hallucination. I thought this dog was an elephant. Oh, he heard me. Did you see that? I didn't know elephant. You think I offended him and his people? I did. He's running away, see? I've offended the wolf tribe. What gives, yo? Sick of these trees. So who has plans for the weekend? What y'all doing? Whoa. Goodness gracious. Oh, that's as high as I'm supposed to go. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad the bot's working. It's not greeting everyone the way it's supposed to be, and I didn't set it up. I'll have to get Author to help me with it because she set it up, but she's been sick. And so hasn't been able to help me, like, fix it up. Moving house. Are you guys moving far? Oops. Hey, Tinny, thanks for following. Welcome to my stream. The weekend. So tomorrow, oh no, tomorrow's Friday. I'm watching a kid tomorrow. And we're probably going to go see Ant-Man and the Wasp or Jurassic World if we can find a good showtime. And Saturday, I'm going to probably finish out some stuff with Ratchet and Clank. And next weekend, I think I'm going to start playing Tomb Raider. Yeah, good job following. You the best. Does anybody besides me remember that video? Like the sun wearing sunglasses, which makes perfect sense. Love moving house, Angie. Oh, is that? Are you digging her Minecraft methods? Pro Gamer, thanks for following. And for the compliment on my physical appearance. Unless you were complimenting my personality, saying my personality is sexy, in which case, double thank you. You gonna play basketball with your granny? Aw. That's sweet. I miss my granny. She was a nice lady. She had a mean streak. She used to be a principal. But I still miss her. At least use proper grammar. Womp's looking out for me. Got my back. Thanks, sister. You should be able to sleep whenever you want in creative mode. Yeah, watch out for Angie. She's a smacker. That could be like your alter ego. Angie smacks people, guys. She's very mean. Very abusatory. What is this? Get out of my life, tree. No, not that. I do not know Pro Gamer. Angie is Wompson's alter ego who slaps people apparently. I'm not sure when all this developed. Oh, not obsidian. No. Grass. I don't know. Is your granny nice? That's a trick question. You have to say yes. Angie, did you die? She went to go find my admirer and smack them. Your gran just came out of a coma and now she's gonna play basketball? Well, I'm proud of her as well. About to Uber Beats. About to come in here with the Uber Beats. I'm gonna have to kill this tree too. Sorry, tree. Put you in my way. New plan? Uh-oh. Got the new plan. We're all gonna die. The newest live music service, anytime, any genre, anywhere. Okay, well, I don't know how many mods are on here, but, or who saw that message, but it's been banned. Pro Gamer's been banned for breaking the rules they obviously did not read. Even though I know there's a lot of them, but I feel like they're pretty easy to follow. If it doesn't involve violence. I was distracted because I received a vulgar message from Pro Gamer, who I have now permabanned. Didn't see the mod message. Yeah. I'm not going to repeat it. It was definitely not PG-13. And it was actually pretty rude. Like, it was vulgar and rude. It wasn't even, like, a lame attempt at flirting. It was just gross. And also nonsensical. Oh. Sorry, Willie, I cannot be your girlfriend. First of all, I get the impression you're not quite old enough for me to be your girlfriend. And even if you were, I am taken. I'm in a very happy relationship with Angie, the Uber Beats driver. Which is apparently now a live music service. Which is cool, but not as cool as, like, a literal, like, service you can call to beat you. I hope these trees go away soon. Aw, man. There's another one. Snail. Support 2 married streamers. Amen. That's the real reason that we love each other so much, guys. It's because we're in love. We're starting a business. And we're going to be happy with our lives. We're going to be rich. I need to extend this out. I do just a little bit, don't I? I hate covering bodies of water, but... The ultimate collab. We collabed so hard, we collabed our lives and got married. Need to eat? You'll treat me like an angle? 'Cause I'm acute? You can't beat my boyfriend's ass because my wifey is a Uber Beats driver. She beats people professionally. It's her whole job. You're gonna ruin my business if you beat my Uber Beats driver. Oh, snap! There's only one Angie I'm interested in. My Angie. When you do compliments about yourself. You guys are seriously making my day. Oh, she becomes Angela. That's the version I married. Well, that's actually pretty vulgar. Oh, you stupid. No, none of my mods are active. I don't know what's happening. It happens. You put on a little bit of lipstick and suddenly all the boys go crazy. It's usually Thursday night. I don't know what it is about Thursday night that makes all of the people who talk like that come out. Trap myself within the tree. I have become the tree. So I'm just making this like ugly cliff thing now because I've given up. Right? Obviously. Obviously I'm asking to be treated this way. Oh my gosh. So, cute and also sad story. Free the lipstick. um, I took I say my kids, it's the kids I nanny. Took my kids to the pool last week, and the 7-year-old saw me putting on like a t-shirt and shorts over my swimsuit. And he was like, "Are you not going to swim?" And I was like, "No, I'm going to swim." He said, "Well, why aren't you wearing your swimsuit?" And I said, "I am." He's like, "Why are you putting those on over it?" Because we were walking to the pool. And I was like, well, it just makes me uncomfortable to just walk down the street in just my swimsuit. And we had to have like a whole conversation about like, he was like, "Well, why?" And I'm like, "Well, because boys might stare at me and it makes me uncomfortable." And he's like, "Well, why would that make you uncomfortable?" And he's like basically saying like, you stream online, so like I'm sure you're comfortable with people looking at you. And I didn't know how to explain. I was like, you know what? You know, when you're a little bit older, maybe we will like rehash this conversation. Hashtag free the lipstick. I'm for it. I'm down. I thought I turned Mob Loot off. This chicken shouldn't be laying no eggs. Gotta keep the little ones woke. Yeah. I was basically like, you know, sometimes very bad people do things and they will use the way you're dressed as an excuse. And he's like, "Well, that doesn't make any sense." And I was like, "I know, kiddo. I know. But it's the way of the world." I'm a low-key, high-key SJW. No, same. Twitch is lighthearted, have so many opinions about this specific topic. Yeah, no, me too. I have very strong feelings about that topic. Obviously, being a woman in the modern world, like the opinions that I have are way too complex to really even effectively get into on Twitch. I've tried. Can't please everyone, so be you and be free. The lipstick you know. I think you are absolutely correct, Sax. I love the attitude. I'm all behind it. I love my lipstick. I love my lips because I love my lips. I love my lips. Sax is a man of the future. You know, I'm actually more a feminist now than I was before I met Loftmore. He instilled within me many of my values that I hold now. The very first time it was, I saw like a really thin girl, like wearing a crop top and like high-waist Daisy Duke shorts, and she was getting out of a car, and like it was just her and her friends having a good time. And I didn't even realize that like I was like that. But I was like, I think we were at a McDonald's or a Wendy's or something. I'm like, wow, she could use a burger. And he was like, "Are you talking about that girl there?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "That's extremely rude. And like, why are you even saying that? Like, what has she done that makes you think negatively about her?" And I was like, "Oh." Yeah, no, though it was really rude. It was just the way that I said it, and like, I don't know. I don't know why I said it. And obviously this was a really long time ago. But it really made me start examining the way that I like look at other women and talk about them. It is really in the upbringing, and you know, my mom always had problems with her weight because she had thyroid issues. And she, like, my parents are very conservative. And so, you know, I wasn't allowed to wear, like, castle's too square, not big enough. I'm still working on it. Hello, America. Welcome to the stream, America. Pro Builder PvP. Ooh. Give me my novel now? What? Wait, why are we giving you a novel, Sax? Sorry, I must have missed something. But yeah, no, it really did. Like, it really made me look within. Oh, but yeah, so my parents were, like, super conservative. My mom was always, like, had fluctuating weight, and so she always had, like, really negative things to say about girls who looked like that, just because she was, like, she was thin, she was pretty, she was, not wearing a lot, and so I'm like... Oh, men thinking he says something right then demands a novel. I did not download a blueprint. Why can't I donate bits? I do not know. Is there something wrong with my bits donation? Even if I wasn't right, I did a speech. That's right, and that's enough. Even if you don't believe it, as long as you said it. You're a man who holds future values. I didn't know I could get a blueprint, bub. How do I do that? I'm on PlayStation, remember. I'm not on PC, so I don't know if that makes a difference. Oh, you know what? There might be a 50-bit minimum. Or like a 10-bit, I don't know. I believe. I'm sure you believe. I believe, I believe, I believe. Hey, bub, while you're here, I don't know what a rampart is. I thought I did, and I was like, if I think about it for long enough, I'll remember. But I don't remember. What's a rampart? $50-bit minimum. Okay. I thought so. Ooh, we can paint walls. I do need to play around with that on PC. Okay. Okay, be right back. I'm actually really hungry. Someone mentioned food. And now I want food. A wall that has a walkway with blocks. Safety and a line of sight. I will have to... I cannot visualize that. I'm having some brain fartness today. Ha! Huh, you're getting food. It was you talking about food earlier. So like this would be halfway to being a rampart in the middle here then? Should I have given that some more angles? That middle part? Oops. made it so tall and so wide. I did notice that it's like a really long, skinny castle. Send a pic in my Twitch DM. If I can find my... I have my phone over here. There it is. I shall look. It's not showing up. Very rude, Twitch. Sorry, I got a text from a parent asking me a question about a theater and I was confused. Oh, there it goes. I see it. It's coming through. Yeah, could you actually give me my notifications? Please and thank you. There we go. I am looking now. Oh, I see. Ooh, I'm excited about this. Okay. Okay. I understand. So that you guys can see what he sent me. Oh, if you can't see it because of the green screen. But I get it. Okay, like a sentry wall. Ramparts on balconies and outer walls and roofs with foot access. Ooh, 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 yes. I like it. I do, I like it. Oh yes, ask me questions. I love Q&As. And this is, I know, like, kind of boring. Just watching me put down blocks and blocks and blocks. Even though, like, Loftmore watched me crochet a blanket for, like, 20 minutes. He was like, it's just satisfying seeing something get accomplished. And I was like, oh, okay. Yes, this castle will have a big outer wall. And I'm going to have a lava moat as well. Should the moat be within or outside of the ramparts? When did you start streaming for fun / seriously? Tell me your story. Minecraft survival English building castle. Well, it's not survival. It is creative, but I see what you mean. Womps, to answer your question, I started streaming on July 12th. It was in all seriousness, even from the get-go, because I had actually just been let go. Well, I say let go. Like, the company that I worked for switched ownership, and they decided not to hire me. I was the office manager, or the property manager, rather. And so, that was back in, I think, May, and I took a little break, and I decided to go visit my family out of state, and then I started, like, talking with Loftmore, and he'd been talking about streaming for a while, which he still hasn't set up, but he may do it still. He hasn't decided yet. And I'm not very good at video games. I was like, well, what if I do like a newbie streamer kind of thing? And that's kind of how that started. Outside the ramparts. The wall specifically. I wish I could help you build this. Are you on PlayStation, bub? You're on PlayStation, aren't you? Do you have Minecraft? I feel like you play on PlayStation, right? So yeah, I've played Minecraft. The reason I started with Minecraft is because I had played it when it first came out on PC, and really enjoyed it. You don't have Minecraft on PS4, but you have a PS4. Dang! Well, if/when you get Minecraft for PlayStation 4, you can help me with this castle. That would be wicked cool. Finding a new hustle. Yeah! And I started nannying too, and I was like, well... And shortly after that, I was contacted by like someone that I knew through someone else who's a publisher, and I actually wound up with my first editing gig too, so everything kind of fell into place. Build an even bigger castle and the subway system. Heck yeah! Oh yeah. So I haven't done any of the interior stuff for this yet. I'm just kind of like going with like do what you know right here. And I want to make this like bulk it out a lot, but I'm like starting a basic shape here. The universe is a wonderful place. And you know what's funny is I was like super upset about not being hired onto the new management team. Like, more butthurt than anything, because I had been there since day freaking 1. And, like, basically brought that place out of a ditch after the original manager, like, totally screwed everyone over. And so, like, that place was my baby, and so I was really insulted when I didn't get hired onto the new team. But after I left, I kind of started to realize, like, how miserable I was. There were just so many problems at that place, and I was like blinding myself to it because I was like, well, this is my livelihood, this is my income, this is how I, this is how I survive. So I was upset about it at first, but now I'm really glad that it turned out the way it did. And a village for peasants, for my peasants. Ooh, I've got 2 more layers to go. Looks like. Oops. I think I do have like natural, like, or not natural, but like, what's it called? When you allow your world to spawn villages. A VR game where you play God. We love a Renaissance. Heck yeah. I would want to play a VR game where you play God. Although that also sounds like The Sims. Which I am super interested in, like, streaming. I think it would be really fun. I love games like that. That does sound awesome. I am working toward my goal for my VR, my PlayStation VR system. If you guys want to see me play VR games, you can click the donate link on my page, which I think works. If it doesn't, it's just streamlabs.com/Evadell. I hope I made these the same dimensions here. Oh, I should probably actually, like, donate so I can play Star Trek! I love my Star Trek! What do you think? Same. Wait. I think people would want to watch, especially during Creative Sim. It gets meticulous. I don't know. I saw one of the first streams that I saw when I started checking out Twitch was this girl doing like sim creation, and she had a decent amount of viewers, but I don't know if she was like a successful streamer before that. And the last iteration of Sims I played was Sims 3. So it's been a minute. I have never played Sims 4, but I would like to. Not creative at all. What are you talking about, bub? You told me you just told me about the like cool castle and subway systems and stuff you built in Minecraft. That's super creative. You have to be creative to play games like this. That was easy. I mean, Minecraft is pretty mellow. It is pretty easy, but I don't know. People say they prefer 3. Yeah, no, me too. Seriously, character customization is like fantastic, and I am not even. I thought that I was really meticulous about it until I met Lophmore and saw him create some characters, and like he made a me in, I think it was one of the Saints Row games. He made me. Ooh, you know, I've never played it like that, bub. I don't really smoke, but I obviously have friends and family who do. I don't think I've played it drunk either because I've been streaming it. And then last time I played it, I think I wasn't 21. Try, you'll be amazed by everything. I will have to. I'll have to do that. That would be fun. I'm afraid I might get motion sick, though. Totally normal. Go figure. Wait, 6, right? Yeah, 6. I can't do that, bub. If I do, I get paranoid. I'm not a chill stoner at all. It has to be like just a teeny tiny bit for me. I'm one of those people. I'm a total buzzkill. I really am. What did I do? Did I make this tower super wide? Or did I just make this wrong? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did. I made that wrong. Okay. There's still 4 here, though. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, man. I think I made this part wider than the other side. Constant state. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I'm not fun. I'm not fun at all. I ruin everyone else's mellow. I'm like, oh my god, I can't breathe. Guys, I can't breathe. Oh my god, guys, I can't breathe. Like that kind of nonsense. It's not even fun. Not for me or for anyone involved. I'm totally lame. Sorry. I can hold my liquor, though. I am a fun drunk. Oh, yeah, no, you don't want to do that. Or I guess I don't want to do that. I get the spins and then I throw up. And that's not cool. Ew, that does not sound awesome. That sounds like a nightmare. I went to a golf tournament like right after my 21st birthday. It was like a work event, and there was so much free booze everywhere, and I just turned 21, so like I'm super excited about being able to drink like all day. And so oh man, I got really, really drunk. I got really, really sick and like blacked out. Like I don't remember half that day. Sounds like you were waiting for an ambulance but being optimistic. Yeah, I get to that point where I'm like breathing really hard and like I feel like I can't get any oxygen. It's not cool. I don't like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't know why this looks wrong to me. It looks stubby. Wasn't worried at all. Well, that's probably a good thing for you. And why you have fun doing that. I do not have fun doing that. It's like, I don't know. It really just opens up that paranoid part of my brain. And I'm a hypochondriac anyway. So if I am at all inebriated and I think something is wrong with me, since we are an Alcoholics Anonymous chat room, I want to say I never drink. I drink. I definitely drink. Not as much as I used to. When I lived next door to my best friend, I drank a lot. Because there was, like, we worked together, and then we would watch Game of Thrones every Sunday. And so, like, me and my boyfriend and her boyfriend would all, like, hang out and watch Game of Thrones. And she has two kids. They were younger at the time, so we put them in the corner with some headphones watching, like, a kid's show, and we'd watch Game of Thrones. And me and her, even not on Sundays, would go through, like, a bottle of wine a night, like a huge bottle. I'll get straight to drunk as fast as you can. Ooh, yeah, I had one of those. It was at an Office Max, though, not at a food place. Bad manager. Misogynist. A lot of people don't like the smell of alcohol, and I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, I've never been one of those people who's like, no, if I'm doing it, you have to do it. Like, I'm totally fine just drinking. I don't know. I can drink by myself, which is probably not a good thing. I didn't used to be able to. Hate the smell. Yeah. That's understandable. You know what's funny is, so I don't know. It never bothered me until, probably because I always drank with people, it never bothered me until I smelled it on someone else and I wasn't drinking. You should apologize for saying that. I'm usually just trying to get a little buzz. Sometimes I drink to get, like, really drunk, but that's usually only if I'm partying. Like Dave & Buster's or something. Let me fly! And my sister's the same way. She does not like the taste of alcohol at all. Much less, like, the ones that I like. Which is, like, I don't know, party liquors. I love Malibu. Dude, vaping is so scary to me. There are too many variables. Too many things that can go wrong. Those things blow up, and you get, like, that oil in your lungs disease, popcorn lung or whatever. I'm not judging you either, they just scare me. They do me a frighten. They blow up if you don't build it right, if you use the wrong charger, if it's exposed to the wrong conditions, like, I don't know. The much less common ones, the box ones are really good. Thanks, Sax! I know, we're, like, just in here talking about becoming inebriated and vaping. I used to smoke. I don't anymore. I did for a while. Certain juices to avoid the lung thing. Gasoline 1.2. You're the worst. Ooh, my leggies hurt. Okay. I'm so mad. I don't know how I jacked this like this. It's wider. This side is wider. I used to have a problem with that, actually, especially when I first quit. Drinking specifically made me want to smoke. Or like coffee. Coffee was a big one because it used to be like a morning ritual. You go out, have a cup of coffee and your cigarette in the morning, and that's like your thing for the day. It is very indefensible right now. So we gotta build some ramparts. Make it like 6 blocks away from the castle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will do 8. 7, 8. I'm sick of these trees. These monkey fighting trees. If you guys ever get the chance to watch, I know it's not symmetrical. I'm mad. One beacon in each tower's in a purple shade in the night. Ooh, yes. I totally lost my train of thought. Fix it. Let me tear down that giant wall. I don't even know which side is messed up. I don't know if it's... Well, actually, I could probably go look at it. See, there's 3 blocks there. One, two... Oh, it was this side. This is where the mistake happened. This looks scary. I totally lost my train of thought. I was talking about something, and you made me forget what it was. I can't believe I'm doing this. Oh! I went too far. I'm really upset about this. I just want you to know I'm only doing this because I love you. I'm going as fast as I can. Uber Beats must commence sooner than we planned. What did I miss? Hold on. Oh, we have to... Okay, we have to go put the beaten on Sax. Alright. Give me the time and the place. We got our first customer here. I have to move. Oh, that did not go very well. I did that row very poorly. Just so everyone knows, this nice young gentleman here signed a liability waiver, so we're actually not responsible for any harm that comes to them. They agreed to this beating. Wait, hold up. Who's fat shaming you? Now we really have to beat him up. got just these things to go. So I think I'm going to follow my dreams and become a voice actor. Meet my idols. Although I have met Rob Paulsen, who is one of my idols in voice acting. And in acting in general, quite honestly. Violent feminists. That's us, honey. I gotta rebuild this whole freaking wall. Because it was one block off. I'm so upset about this right now. I don't do any impressions that I can think of. I used to do Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. But my voice has changed and I can't do it anymore. I can impersonate people that I know really well. But only if I have a line that I know they would say. Like I used to do Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. It was oh, it was a chicken double D. But I can't make my voice go that low anymore. Kind of hurts actually. Who else? Do you do impressions, Womps? Because I'll remember them. I'll make you do them in your stream. Maybe we should start a web show together. I do accents. You can do Mickey Mouse. I cannot do any Disney characters. I will say that. Some of my kids asked me the other day if I could do Donald Duck. I almost said Daffy Duck. I had to really think about it. Who else? I'd have to ask my sister who I used to impersonate. I used to do a lot of impressions. And I really don't anymore. Hope you're happy, bub. This is taking forever. Ash Ketchum? Well, Ash was voiced by a girl, right? So it would make sense. Same thing with Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron. A lot of adolescent male cartoon characters were voiced by girls. Timmy Turner, yeah. It's Tara Strong and probably Grey Griffin. I think Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron might both be Tara Strong. I'm totally having some nerd moments with you, Womps. I love this. This is my jam. Oh, I used to do Carl Weezer. I don't think I can do it anymore. It's been a long time. I have not practiced my impressions. And or maybe just having a more intricate understanding of those voices, especially with Rob Paulsen's characters. It just makes me feel like I'm less talented at it than I used to be. And maybe it's all just perception and not actual ability. Nah! Oops. There, I fixed the gosh darn wall. Now I gotta tear all this crap down. You do, Mrs. Bell? Hello, Vinophage. Welcome to my Twitch today. We're talking about doing impressions. I really want to hear your Miss Fowl impression. That sounds awesome. How are you today, Vino? Yeah, that's right. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe one day. When you hit affiliate. How about if we can go on Discord and practice our voices together. Just like in preparation for our show. We're going to be stars. Girl, we're so going to be stars. So, I don't know if it's still there. My sister and I used to do this bit on YouTube where we were like a hippie character and an emo character, as well as a couple of, I think we were like 12 and 14. So like as well as we understood those characters, but our voices were so similar that you couldn't tell the characters apart. Having a slow day at work, so hiding away. I'm good. I am fantastic. Thank you for asking. Having some interesting conversations. I have a really intense itch on my back, and it's like making me very squirmy. I don't know why. I literally cannot think of any other impressions that I know how to do. I can do accents. I can do most accents. I can't do Scotland or Australia. And there might be some European accents that I don't like know off the top of my head what they sound like, so it would be difficult for me to do. Some Gold Bond. That's right. That's what I need. Oh, look at Womps. Womps is pimping me. Good job, girl. Be my cheerleader. 3, let's see. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll go here. Oh, I remember what I was saying. If you ever get the opportunity to watch the movie Pulp Fiction, censored for TV, I highly recommend it because the creative ways that they censor Sam Jackson cracks me up. I think I occasionally will say the phrase, my friend, because they replaced MF with him saying, my friend, like super aggressively. And it's one of my favorite things. Oh, you haven't seen the actual one? Well, do that first, obviously. You don't want to see it censored first. Because there's so many great moments that should not be altered in that movie. And I know people keep telling me that Quentin Tarantino is canceled, but I don't care. I like his movies, and I will continue to watch them. Excuse you, cow. And you'd be surprised how many people have not seen classic Tarantino films. Like, they are, I don't know. It's a certain breed of film for sure. It's definitely on my list of like, oh yeah, you were here for that first conversation where I was talking about like if a guy says like X is his favorite movie, you might, like, it might be a problem. And I want to say, like, Pulp Fiction might be on that list. Like, while it's a movie that I love and, like, super appreciate, if like it shouldn't be your favorite movie ever. I feel like. And that could just be me like thinking that, but I don't know, I feel like if that's just your favorite movie ever, you maybe need to examine some things. Oh, Reservoir Dogs is really good too. I rewatched Kill Bill. It's funny enough, they were having a Kill Bill, double feature on some channel that I have, and I sat and watched part 1, and I kind of dozed off at the beginning of part 2, so I didn't get a real rewatch because I was very tired apparently. Kill Bill may have been my first Tarantino movie. I do not remember. That was our first stream together. I think you're right. And I just remember hearing you mention it in one of your streams, and I was like, oh yeah, I like this lady. She cool. She's shouting me out. We just met. But yeah, I recommend Pulp Fiction. You gotta see it at least once. And if you can watch the TV censored for TV version after that, it's pretty great. IMO. Honestly, anytime Sam Jackson is being censored, I think it's pretty funny. Support is a wonderful thing. We thrive off of it, especially here. Especially as ladies, we gotta stick together. Oh, this sword can't cut leaves. But an egg can. This makes perfect sense. Be kind or I will curse you out. Womps is a Uber Beats driver. She goes by the name Angie, and she'll kick a booty. Another Angie on the way. Welcome back, Sax. Watching a friend try to play what? What is BW? I think he was saying your alter ego is preparing to attack again. Dusk Till Dawn is a great movie. That one, I would say, is a Tarantino film that could potentially be someone's favorite and not be that bad. Just because of what it is. Yeah, but no, Tarantino is pretty great. Him and Rodriguez together especially. I've also met Danny Trejo. If you don't know who that is, he is the kind of tough and rough looking Hispanic guy that's in a lot of their movies. And I've been a huge fan of him since as long as I can remember. And I did cry when I met him. It was super embarrassing. And he was really nice, and he told me I had a pretty smile. Then I cried some more. Sax the Future Man strikes again. He's turning our feminist logic against us, and I don't know how I feel about this. Oh no, I think that's my first experience with him too, Womps, is Spy Kids. And obviously he's in a ton of stuff. I've seen him in the X-Files, and he's in a lot of Robert Rodriguez films. But yeah, I met him, and he was super nice, and I saw him talking to other people while I was waiting to go get my picture taken, and I started to tear up, and I was like, nope. I'm wearing makeup. I can't cry. I'm about to have my picture taken. And like I got up there and he like shook my hand and we took a picture, and he turns to me and he says, "You have a beautiful smile." And just the freaking waterworks. Yeah, Machete. That's the one. Uncle Machete made me cry. I met Machete and he told me I had a beautiful smile. And I will never forget that, obviously. But yeah, I cried like a baby. And that was like a very emotional day for me. You've been banned by the mod. You know what? Danny can say whatever he wants about my smile. Because he's one of my heroes. It was an emotional day for me anyway because that was also the day I met Rob Paulsen, who, huge part of my life. Refresher course, Animaniacs, several characters, so he was, Yakko Warner and Angie's gonna uber beat Machete. That would be difficult. That would be very difficult to do. That's a battle I'd show up for. You might need to order an Uber SUV for Machete. Oh, went too far. I was reading the chat instead of paying attention. And I don't think Loftmore really realized at the time, like before we went for our picture, who Rob Paulsen was. Like he kind of knew, but he didn't really understand until we were talking about it. And Loftmore is like super huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan. And so, Rob Paulsen, he's the voice of Donatello now, but he was the voice of Raphael in the original cartoon. And we're coming out of the photo booth and we were talking about him, and of course I was crying because I couldn't keep it together. And he was like, it was a Pinky and the Brain photo shoot, so it was Rob Paulsen and Maurice LaMarche. And we were talking about it, and he's like, yeah, it's super cool we met Pinky and the Brain. I'm like, yeah, and Donatello, like, that's pretty cool. And he was like, and Raphael, and he's like, oh my gosh, I just shook Raphael's hand. And it was super adorable. And he's like, I'm glad I didn't think about that before we went in there. Mark Chang? Why do I know that name? Who is Mark Chang? Quick refresher. I'll remember if you tell me. Oh, yeah, okay. Rob Paulsen character. He did a lot of voices actually for Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy Neutron. And you know what's funny? Anywhere that you find Rob Paulsen, you usually find Tom Kenny. But I don't think Rob Paulsen has been in one single episode of SpongeBob. Which seems very wrong to me. And I don't know why. I don't know why he hasn't. If you want to talk about like late 90s, early aughts Nickelodeon cartoons, I can go all day. I am a massive nerd. I see you from Fake Friend. What? And I was thinking about, I was watching Jimmy Neutron with one of my kids yesterday. No, it was the day before. I didn't have her yesterday. And the voice that Rob Paulsen uses for Mark Chang, he used for the fake camp counselor. Check it out. I got one rampart down. Don't smoke. Don't drink, don't smoke. Well, have fun playing your game. I can promise I won't smoke, but I can't promise I won't drink. Ah! So looking out for us. Such a good guardian. Wouldn't you agree, Angie? And I want... I'm like honestly mad that there's not an obsidian wall. You should be able to make whatever the heck kind of wall you want. Okay, drink but finish the castle. I cannot promise this will be a project that I finish tonight. This is gonna be like huge, and I have so many other things to do in this world too. He's alright. He's alright. Yeah. Psh. Feminist. Have a good night, Sax. Have fun. And to put this mossy cobblestone wall, because there's not an obsidian wall. So, hello, not woman. Are you a computer as well? My secret has been revealed. Now you must all die. Oh my gosh, this is so hard to see. Oh, that's not how I wanted to do that. Oh, you can just walk around that along that side. I'm new here. May I have the proper verbal consent to view your stream, my lady? Ooh. Yes, Sir Knight in slimy armor. You may have proper verbal consent to view my stream. I will permit it, since you've asked so kindly. You've also, like, triggered this very proper persona within me. Bravo. You say your independent feminist is triggered. Cow. Very rude. Look what you did. You made me put my stairs on wrong. I bestow my heart upon thee. I am liking this. So, my dear knight, why is your armor slimy? If it is not too intrusive a question. I am a queen. You may call me Majesty. Or Highness. Well, I've got one rampart, yo. It's a wall. And it's dark. It is hard to see. I feel like I should put... ladder. Where are you? Miscellaneous? Me gusta. We must not speak of the slime. Apologies for my intrusion. Pardon my French, but where in the heck is the ladder? It's right there, and I'm just a dingus. Oh, he would provide me with the appropriate amount of agriculture. Well, darling, a queen has servants for such a thing. Why is this not working the way I want it to? I'm getting very angry. It's a good Twitter bio. I'll take it. Would love to be someone's primary wife. But my wife is Angie, and as we all know, her first wife is the beatings. I don't even know what to, like, even begin to do on the inside of this castle. But I have my rampart. I guess I could make my lava moat now. I don't think I can make aggression my one true love. I don't think I can make a drawbridge, so that could be a problem. Is there a way to make a drawbridge? 'Cause I'll tell you what, I'd just be real pleased to see something like that there. I'm physically, excuse me now? Pulchritudinous? You know, I have a pretty broad vocabulary being an English major and a professional editor, but I don't believe I know pulchritudinous. Someone's gonna have to dictionary.com that one for me. Angie got my back. Tell me. Person who is very beautiful would be described as pulchritudinous. Well, thank you. I do not take it the wrong way, Sir Knight. I accept your compliment with grace and appreciation. Alright, I'm gonna use some TNT. I go from proper to redneck. How's that? Should be under miscellaneous, I would think. There's fireworks here. Materials? Ah, here we go. What? I don't want that. Well, here, let's clear out the inventory. Redstone? This is blowy-uppy stuff. And I don't know how big of a hole this makes, so I'm gonna go kind of far away to test it out. Just real quick. I don't want to blow up that wall. I would hate my entire life. Oh, I do need a flint. Why do I have a lever? Is that under miscellaneous? Material. It should be under tools, weapons, and armor. Yeah, there it is. Oh, that's actually not as bad as I thought. Okay, cool. I want to see how big of a hole in the ground it makes. If I just set it on the ground. Oh, like a creeper-sized hole. Okay. Weapons and armor? Yeah, you were right. It was weapons and armor. I wonder if I can set off like a chain reaction. Like make all of them blow up. Will that work? I'm curious. Ooh, I bet if I blink gunpowder between them. Yeah, that's my wife you're talking to. Womps is my Angie, my everything. Gray dye. Can I use gunpowder the way that I'm thinking? I already forgot where it lives. Gunpowder. Let's see, what can I do with this? Literally nothing. Not helpful. Place. I'm gonna try to set off a chain reaction here. I almost feel like it has to be close enough, yeah. Aw, snap! I don't want water in my lava moat. Get out of there. It's getting dark. Get off me! Sheep? Redstone in the ground. Like redstone powder? Ooh, learn how to make a cannon. That would be so cool on my rampart. Am I just like blind and dumb? No, I think you're right about, you're right about how the redstone powder works. I will, get off me, dog. Oh my goodness. I just can't find it. Don't tell me I gotta craft something. You want to whisper into my ear canal? I don't know how I feel about that. My ear canals are pretty sensitive. What is that? Where in the flim flam is redstone powder? These are all seeds. Nether wart. Above the chest. Over in here. I didn't even see the chest. That's just redstone. Can I... Well, there's no crafting. Yeah, you did say mechanical honey. I don't think so. Oh, it does. Okay. That's how you do that. I thought you had to craft it. Wait, why am I going this way? You were right. I'm glad I have you, Angie. Let's try. Let's try this. See what happens. Oh, boo, it didn't work. The Soviet wind was pretty forceful, so I don't know if that's better. Still, this is easier than trying to dig out a moat. I know, I thought it would work too. I'm very disappointed. I'm disappointed in your mechanics, Minecraft. I should be able to blow up a whole line of dynamite if I want to. Find a simple cannon build recipe. You say recipe? Like a schematic, but a recipe? I don't want that there. I think you should definitely find a cannon recipe. Alright, so I just need there, and I trap myself in the tree, and there. And ignite you, and I'll ignite you. Do I accidentally brush my teeth? I brush them on purpose quite often. I find dental hygiene quite befitting of a queen. And thanks, Danny Trejo thinks I have a beautiful smile too. We were just talking about that. I'm gonna run away and be a movie star. This hole needs to be a little deeper. Hey, thanks for hosting, Jim Moriarty. Welcome to the party. Yeah, this is almost not working the way I want it to. But I know I've got to be careful to not, like, blow my moat into the water. I know, this squid's confused. Redstone works with the TNT. You gotta make 3 lines of redstone. Oh. 3 lines? That sounds like way more work than just placing TNT repeatedly and blowing it up. Like, that takes... Oh, the lines! Oh, ha! I'm dumb. I don't read good. Apparently. I'm not as smart as you think I am. Knight. Sorry to disappoint. Now the big question is, how am I going to fill this with lava? So the lever ignites the redstone. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Redstone has to be, like, activated. Which is super weird concept to me still. Why aren't you blowing stuff up? Oh, because it's rock. Funny how a creeper has no problem doing it. My elbows do bend at medically approved angles. Thank you for asking. And thank you for the compliment on my elbows. I find them quite pointy. Alright. So now this big mess. Who's ready for this? Here. And the great thing is I built my castle out of obsidian, so if there's ever a lava-related accident, it will not burn my house down. I do have a fully functional skeletal system. Thank you so much for noticing, by the way. People just don't understand how important it is to have a fully functioning skeletal system. I did have some teeth removed, though, last year. I don't know if that'll change things between us. Well, I'm on fire. This girl is on fire. I probably do have great bone marrow. I'm very healthy. I take very good care of myself. This is gonna look so awesome. I can sing. Lophmore and I were actually having a conversation about that. I'm physically capable of the act of singing. I don't know if that makes me any good. I used to do karaoke a lot. Oh my goodness. Angie pulling hard for me. Better do what she says. She's the owner and chief operator of Uber Beats. About her elbows and shit. Pardon my swear, kiddos. My elbows do be pretty fine, though, you gotta admit. I'm just asking for the compliments with my fine elbows. I like how I keep, like, catching on fire. I had to do Twitch IRL someday and just sing. And then be put off from it forever. Oh, Sir Knight, you do have permission to follow. You also have permission to subscribe and pledge on Patreon. You have my permission to do all of those things. My enthusiastic, informed consent. Are you guys loving my lava moat? Oh, snap. Well, I can move the spawn point then. Right? I'm pretty sure I can do that. Oh, thank you for following. I know there's a way to do it. Oh my gosh, I cannot remember how to place the spawn point. Controls? No. Settings? User interface? No. Got no loots, but I got some exclusive game content. Which is honestly better, right? It is Eve. Eve Adele. So it's like a two-part name. Eve Adele. But everyone calls me Eve. Like, hey, it's all about Eve. Okay, how do I move the spawn point? I remember having an option to do it before. Also, like, I like how you preface that question with, I know we're married. I'm gonna exit so I can see if I can change some options on here. Load. More options. Host privileges. That's what I needed to do. Okay, there we go. Honey roasted tomato? I don't like that one. Pick something else. There we go. Set world spawn point. There. That should be there now. Instead of in the lava. I say I will tell you what I want. Like, if I don't like something, I will not keep my mouth shut about it. It's actually gotten me into a lot of trouble. I didn't know I could just hold this down and just pour lava haphazardly. Let's just lava this place up, yo! I'll be staying on fire. But I'll be having a good time. No, I'm a vegan, so it can't have mayo in it. Or cream, really. I know you can do better. I don't think they're supposed to actually be tasty. I think it's like supposed to be, in a sense, ironic, but that one just doesn't flow. It's got to have some flow. It's got to feel right. I'm just going to go straight into this lava. make it more. It's more lava. Make it more lava. Is it really just gonna flow like that? I can't just make it a nice solid lake. It's fine, it's more ominous that way. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Ooh. That's right, you tell him, Angie. It's got coffee in it. I'm down. Alright, we're removing the lava bucket because I have a bad habit of dumping lava on stuff. Grass-fed, non-GMO, organic, gluten-free bag of tasteless cardboard. I'll take it. That can be my nickname. You can call me Cardboard for short. Oh dear, I've started a fire. I put my lava too close to the surface. Now, that was very rude of you, water. Houston, we have a problem. Do you see this? I don't know if you can hit the fire away, actually. I don't know that I've ever tried. Oh, well, it's spreading. Oh, you can. But the problem is, I think I put my lava too close to the ground. And now it's just gonna burn everything. Yep. Well, this is not effective. Now I am disappointed. I will have to start again. Because much as the trees annoy me, I don't actually want to burn the place down, so... My beautiful, beautiful lava moat. I'm so sorry it had to end like this. I did not know you could hit the fire away. I learned something today. I'm very disappointed. I just want you to know that, Lava Lake. I'm disappointed. I knew I should have lined it with something fireproof, but I wasn't thinking. Lava moat yeah. Lava moat to traditional moat, maybe? That is certainly what happened here. I broke my world. I'm a sad, sad lava man. I'm so not messing with this again right now. We're moving on to the next project. So, apparently there's like a purple beacon. What is this purple beacon? What is a chorus plant? What's this? Oops. Huh. But I don't exactly know how to do that. Like, is it this? End crystal? Does that glow? Looks like it should glow. I'm more congruent than the planetary alignment of the Greater Andromeda Nebula. Oh, snap. I don't like this. We're not putting weird floaty crystals in here. I don't know what else Sax could have been talking about. How do I make a purple light? Another star? Used in crafting beacons. Well, I mean, I could put just a beacon, but those like have a faint glow. Yeah, he moves slow. But it's like glowstone. I know that. Somewhere. I couldn't tell you where it is, but I know it's in here. What's a shulker box? Favorite YouTubers? Oh, yeah, I love YouTube. So basically what Sax was saying was that I could put a purple beacon up here, but I don't know how to do that. I used to be super into Jenna Marbles back in the day. Now I like DIY videos too. That's mostly what I watch if I'm on YouTube. Ooh, daylight sensor. I wonder, does this do anything special? No, it has to be placed on nether rock, I believe. Right? Night, that would be awesome. I saw a video about like a family who did that just from like they learned everything from basically the internet. I don't know what he was talking about. Oh. I can't believe I played for 3 hours tonight. That was not my intention. I'm going to bed. It's getting late. I'm done. And I'm confused and I'm starting to get a headache. I've always wanted to live in a tiny house too. I always thought that would be super cool, but I could not do it long term. I'm super cluttered and materialistic, and I like having lots of stuff. Oh, hiccup. I do try to be waste free though. I have I have glass straws that I use. I actually have one. This is my drink from yesterday. But I have glass straws. And I have like the reusable grocery bags and that kind of thing. Will you dream of me, my lady? No, probably I will dream of placing thousands upon thousands of little black blocks on top of each other. And probably editing, since I did a butt ton of that today. I don't have any of those commands set up. It's 2 hours, 57 minutes, and 25 seconds. I know. I need to get Nightbot set up. I don't have Nightbot. I have like the Streamlabs chatbot, but you have to input all of your commands manually. I signed up for Nightbot and I looked into it, but I haven't actually done anything with it. Yeah, I don't know. I just got carried away. I can't believe I streamed for that long on a Thursday night, but it is what it is. Well, thanks. Been using Stream Elements on my friend's recommendation. I'm not sure why I went with that bot. I think just because it was on the Twitch like tools page or whatever, or maybe I googled it, or I have no idea. I don't know why I went up with that one. Oh, anytime. You're always welcome to come and troll. It was very respectful trolling, so you're always welcome. I'll be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat place. It'll be 7 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time. And I have not made my schedule for next week. I know for sure I'm playing Saturday. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to do Fortnite, the campaign, like the PvE. I needed to do some of that today. I can't believe I've been playing Minecraft for 3 hours. Yes, join the Discord. I put all my schedules up there. So if you're ever wondering like when I'm going to play or what I'm going to be playing, it's all there. And whenever I'm going live, I'm usually pretty good about tagging everyone, but tonight I did not do it. I've been a little off my game the past couple of days. Lost my rhythm a little bit. You could say, you've thrown off the Emperor's groove. So, I'm gonna go sleepy bye. Of course I get a spike in viewers, like, as I'm fixing to log off. Yes, I would say my group was thrown off, Womps. We're like this. You and I. So good. So good. Alright, well thank you beautiful people so much for being here tonight. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. You can also follow my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Evadell Gaming. You can pledge on Patreon. It's patreon.com/Evadell. You can follow me on YouTube. I think you just search for my name. I don't know how to make a custom URL. They don't do that anymore. But it's on, I'm on YouTube, so all of my past broadcasts are uploaded there. If you love what you see, don't forget to subscribe here. You can also donate toward my PlayStation 4 VR goal, and then I'll play some more cool virtual reality games. You guys can see me look like a dork in a VR headset. Thank you, Womps, for being here and keeping me entertained. If you guys aren't following Wompsin, go follow. She does Minecraft mini games, mostly Bed Wars, and she's just great. She's so much fun to watch. And it's always a good time in the chat. And you guys have an awesome night. I'll be back tomorrow, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time. Join my Discord. Follow me on Twitch. Come back tomorrow. Love you guys. Good night.